What is up, Boston Steel Scarf fans, and welcome to our Season 3 Week 5 battle against Sketchy Smeargle and the Seattle Smeargles. This is going to be a post-commentary, unfortunately. As you guys can see, I'm also playing the video at the same time on my screen, so it's gonna probably be lacking quality. I don't know. Just the problem is, when we had this battle Friday night, my commentary was so atrocious that I felt like I need to redo it. I'm gonna let you guys know why. So pretty much, at the beginning of the week for our battle, me and Sketchy kind of were, we had some scheduling issues. We kind of noticed that our schedules didn't work that well together. I guess we just kind of we talked about it maybe like Sunday, and we were like, okay, we'll figure it out a little bit later. We got some time, and we ended up planning our battle later in the week for like Thursday. But then some things came up, so it was Friday, and then some more things came up, so it was Friday night. So we ended up doing the battle right before I left to go to do one of my extra rolls, and I was on like a time restraint because I didn't want to be late. So my commentary I was not thinking during the battle, and I'd say probably like a quarter of the way through the battle, I just stopped commentating altogether because I was like, I'm gonna end up post-commenting this anyways now because I've done so bad. So not gameplay wise, I did so bad commentary wise, but I'd have to say that part of that has to do with the gameplay. And we'll start watching it right now, and I'm just gonna probably skip through pieces and talk to you guys about them because now that I have a cleared mind, there's a lot of things that I noticed I did wrong. There's a lot of things I know things I could have done better to beat this team. And I guess it's a spoiler at this point if you guys don't want to watch the entire video. I did lose, and I hate starting off a video telling you guys the outcome, but this is one of those rare cases I think I have to, so that I can explain sort of what's happening. So yeah, just due to scheduling issues, I was really pressed for time at this point, and I wanted to get this battle done, so I was not thinking my plays through. I took long time. I realized I took a really long time to pick my moves, but I ended up doing the stupid moves because I don't know, I just wasn't thinking that game. I'm frustrated at myself. I honestly am really frustrated with myself about this week because I think we could have won easily. Well, not easily, because Sketchy brought a really good team. He ended up bringing counter on this Skarmory, and I really want to pause really quick, actually. He ended up bringing counter on his Skarmory, which was just, really clutch for him. Here's what I wanted to say really quick. This is why I paused the video. I lead with Monty the Umbreon because I knew, and I had it in my battle plan right here, my sketchbook, and this, you know what, this probably helped him win because it had the word sketch on it. But I actually wrote down my plan of attack for this match. You guys probably can't even see it, but if he had Skarmory on his team, I was going to lead Umbreon because he's got the Stealth Rocks. I know he's going to want to set those up. That allows for one curse, and then second turn, I can curse again because he's going to switch out probably into his Mega Lopunny, was my plan. And at +2, I can live a Lopunny high jump kick easily. And then I can Baton Pass to Conkeldurr, who can go ahead and clean up most of his team. And this was also part of the reasoning was I really want to get this battle done, so I was like, I need to just sweep, you know what I mean? So I do that. I end up setting up these two curses, and he ends up, I believe, switching out, or actually no, he stays in and goes for counter and shows me that he has counter. I know what counter does, and I think I just wasn't thinking, guys. I really think I just wasn't thinking this match because I had a plan for this kind of situation. If he had Reuniclus setting up or anything like that, he just showed the counter there. So I knew I had a plan for this, and I completely disregarded the plan because of how flustered I was, and I just made so many misplays. I'm so mad at myself. So I ended up switching in to Conkeldurr like I had planned in my book, but what I really should have done is switch into Suicune, because Suicune has Roar for this kind of situation. I could have roared out the Skarmory, And the plan was to roar out the Reuniclus, which he didn't end up bringing, and that's why I brought that. And I'm so dumb that I didn't do that. I'm beating myself up for it. Because if I had roared out his Skarmory, I could have killed a lot of his team, and if he had ever switched Skarmory back in, I could have potentially caught a Scald Burn, which would have been clutch because of counter and sturdy. But then again, I don't know if I didn't get a Scald Burn, I don't know how I would have dealt with the Skarmory. I might have been able to think of something. I might have just been able to power through eventually. I guess I probably could have, because if I sacrificed Suicune eventually to get enough damage, I could have brought something in to finish the Skarmory, I guess. Would have made sense at that point. So I think we could have won if I had just gone to Skarmory instead of Conkeldurr right there. I think that would have been game, because I could have roared. And I'm just really mad at myself that I didn't. But because Suicune also was rocking Calm Mind to take out, to bring up that special attack and special defense. So Jolteon wouldn't have O-Code me anymore. And I would have O-Code with one Calm Mind. I think even without a Calm Mind, I O-Code Jolteon. I could be wrong there. I think I need one Calm Mind, actually. I could have O-Code Jolteon. So I really misplayed by not going into Suicune. So after he takes out Conkeldurr, I bring Monty back in here, because I'm like, I can just rinse and recycle this same strategy with Donphan. I can do it with Suicune, and I believe I do it to Donphan. I bring Donphan in to deal with this Mega Lopunny. So I believe that's my course of action here. And the other funny thing is, I'm just beating myself up for, and it doesn't come until later, but right in my book I write, look for Intimidate on Arcanine, because if he doesn't have Intimidate, he has Flash Fire, and I knew he was gonna bring Flash Fire. Come on. So I wrote in my book, do not use fire attacks until Arcanine is gone, because that's a switch in, but I wasn't thinking, because I was so flustered this match. I'm beating myself up, guys. I know, I'm really beating myself up, but I told myself, don't use fire attacks. Don't use fire attacks, because he's got Arcanine. And eventually I come to the point where I use fire attacks when he has Arcanine there, and I was so stupid for doing that. Ends up not being a big deal, because I believe I roar out the Arcanine with Suicune. So it's not a huge deal, but let's see. I've got my Suicune set would have done real good this week. I ended up getting Toxic at one point in the battle. Let's see if I can't. This was a really long battle, so let's see if I can't. So here's when I switch into Banjo. I believe I go for a knockoff, expecting that he's gonna end up switching out. Because I make the plays, man. I make them plays. My hope was that he would switch out to something like his Kyurem in case it was Scarfed. And let's see. He ends up going to Alomomola. I knock off its like leftovers or whatever, or its helmet, Rocky Helmet, whatever it ends up being. I bring in Monty again against this Skarmory, and I set up one curse. I can live a high jump kick now. Actually, no, I can't, because 83% was the exact max roll that a Lopunny does with high jump kick at +1 defense for Monty. So I was kind of in a predicament here. I couldn't take the risk, so I think I end up switching straight out into Tyrion, the Victini, because he can eat a Drain Punch, he can eat a high jump kick. I believe he predicts that and goes for Return, though. Actually, he goes for Fake Out. Let's see what I end up doing. Oh, I go into Igneel, which Fake Out does a ton more than I thought it would do. But that's because I'm not Mega yet. I go for Mega Evolution, and this is where I'm stupid and I click Fire Blast, and I should not have done that because he has the Arcanine with Flash Fire, and I wrote that in my book to watch out for Flash Fire Arcanine. And oh no, okay, never mind. He doesn't do that yet. I think he does that next because he baits it. So he brings me down to Sturdy, or bring him down to Sturdy, and he baits the next Fire Blast. I should have just went for a Dragon Pulse, but again, not thinking this entire match, I went for a Fire Blast. I should have just went for the freaking Dragon Pulse because it would have killed the Skarmory. Normal True would have done that. Like, True on any other day would have went for the safe play, but I'm an idiot, so I didn't. That night I was really dumb. And yes, sorry that I'm beating myself up. I do get Toxic with Juvia, as I was trying to say earlier, and here's where I get poisoned with Juvia. I have Rest Chesto Berry on Suicune. Why didn't I do it? Oh, because I'm dumb. Because I am dumb. Well, I didn't do it yet because I want to get into the combine in case Jolteon came in. But there was plenty of times where I could have went for the freaking rest, and I had a Chesto Berry. This set was so perfect for this match, and I'm just so dumb. I don't know why I was being so stupid, guys. I really don't. I really have no idea why I misplayed this much. But I have 2 combines up, and I would be living this. I'd probably take like 40% from a Thunderbolt right now. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so he hits me with a Thunderbolt, and I should have next turn. Oh, okay, the toxic damage is really scary right there. But depending on what he brings in here, brought in the Lopunny, so I kind of didn't have a choice but to switch out here. And I'm kind of screwed right now because I only have Tyrion, Banjo, and Monty. The only thing eating hits is Tyrion. I was thinking, should I go for the rest? But there's no point because he's gonna, he's gonna fake out, and then I go down to Toxic or just to a fake out. So I was kind of in a predicament here. I tried as hard as I could to come back from it. I think I did a pretty good job at making some plays to try to come back, but I was already too far gone. I had realized too late that Juvia was really the answer here. The Suicune was the answer to this match, and I realized it too late in the match to matter, but I'm so sorry, Juvia. I played you wrong, Juvia. I did this to you. You could have done so much more. And I screwed up, guys. I screwed up. So I end up going into Tyrion here, who takes a massive amount of damage from here. Let's see. So I go for it. I take a high jump kick. It was a crit. That crit mattered pretty good. And I just decide I'm gonna go for Toxic because he could switch in his Arcanine right now, and then I'd be in big trouble. So I went for the Toxic. I went for the Toxic, thinking Arcanine might come in to get the Flash Fire again. It didn't really have to, but there's the Toxic on Lopunny. I'm like, darn, he stayed in. I could have V-created this thing. I don't think a V-create would have killed. It might have, though, because V-create's OP. But I have no idea. It depends on how he is running it, really. So now I'm like, okay, I can't really do anything. I've got Banjo here. I've got Monty. Monty goes down to 1 high jump kick easily. Banjo's gonna barely live, get off an Earthquake, so I end up going into Banjo just because it's the best play. He can live 1. I go for Earthquake, even with the Skarmory in play. I just figure, you know what, if he brings a Skarmory, it's GG anyways. But he ends up bringing in his Alomomola, which I was surprised about because he would have lived an Earthquake. I'm pretty sure that he would have lived that Earthquake. If I was max attack, he wouldn't have, but he might not have known I wasn't max attack. I actually had no attack investment that game because I'm a G. I was running max HP, max special defense, assault vest because it was living anything. It was living any special hits, and then plus those curses, I was hitting hard and I was defending hard. But his Skarmory was just, that counter would have taken Donphan, which is why Donphan didn't get too much airtime anyways. You see me, hold on. Okay, so I had to cut that part out probably, because that was just awkward. I was searching to see if Toxic went down on switch in, so I could see if I could bring in Suicune there. And I don't know if I ever figured out the answer or not, but anyways, he brings back in the Alomomola. I set up a curse. I'm like, this is my last-ditch effort to get this final sweep here. And it ends up working pretty good for us. Monty sets up another Calm Mind after he misses his Toxic. This is where I misplay again. If I did not do this, if I did not misplay right here, this could have changed the game completely. I set up 2 Calm Minds, or sorry, 2 curses, right? I set up 2 curses. I may even go for a third. Here. I think I do. Okay, so I want a third Calm Mind, guys. All I had to do, I hit Wish there. All I had to do was hit Heal Bell. I hit Heal Bell. I Baton Pass. A Wish to Suicune. Game might have been different. So I end up setting up a Wish this turn so I can Baton Pass it to Suicune to get his health back up. which was a smart play. I just wish I had gone for Heal Bell first. So here goes that. Yeah, because he brings his in his Skarmory. I'm so mad at myself, guys. So I baton pass it to Suicune, and I should have went for the Heal Bell. If I had gone for the Heal Bell, I wouldn't have had Toxic damage on me. I would have had a lot better of a chance at doing some stuff here. Or if I had just gone for Rest this turn. But no, I went for Roar. I went for Roar this turn when this thing's the perfect setup fodder. Like, I could have set up on that thing all day, every day. Oh, I did. I ended up going for Calm Mind. Never mind. So that's okay. But what I really should have done is rested off the Toxic, because I honestly needed to get that Toxic off of me. So I don't know why I didn't do it. I don't know what I was thinking, guys. I honestly don't. So he goes for Wild Charge. It doesn't kill. I go for the Scald. It's going to kill this thing. And I'm going to go down the Toxic, and that's going to be the game. If I had gone for Rest at some point during that, I would have rested off the Toxic, I would have lived, and I would have swept. I'm just dumb, guys. I am really dumb. I'm really mad at myself for this match. I'm sorry if this commentary is kind of like me just beating myself up and stuff like that. I don't intend for it to be, but I played really bad, guys, this week. Really awfully, and I'm really upset with myself. I don't want to make excuses, but I wasn't playing smart because I feel like I was distracted. But whatever. We're still top of our division this week. We're still in first place in our division. Our playoff goals are still there. We're 3-2 now. Next week we go up against Papa C and the New York Clinks. We have a good track record against him. I believe we've won all of our matches we ever had against him. So we have a good track record versus him, but he's got a pretty good team. He's got a Mega Metagross, which is a scary mon in itself. It's going to be a tough game. I think we can win it. I really do. So that one will be really fun. Sorry again about this battle. Sorry for how unprofessional this post-com is. And sorry about the loss. I'm just beating myself up, guys. I could have played so much better. I know I could have. I know you guys don't really care that much either, though. You guys always are super supportive in the comment section, and I really appreciate that, guys. I really do. I made a lot of stupid mistakes. I will beat myself up for this for weeks to come. Not really, though, but I'm already kind of over it. I just felt really, like, upset during the time because I knew I misplayed a ton, and it got to me that it came down to that, you know what I mean? But yeah. I will see you guys all in the next one as his Lopunny takes Banjo out. I'll see you guys all in the next one. If you guys did enjoy it, either way, go ahead, shield up, bash that like button. I completely understand if you didn't enjoy this one. It was kind of a lame battle and a lame commentary, but better than what I had. I literally sat there with no words to be said and things like that. That's it for the battle. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Hope to see you guys all in the next week. Again, sorry about the terrible commentary. Next week we will be doing much better, hopefully, and I can't wait to see you guys then. Till then, stay frosty. Peace out.